Hola, mis amigos! Okay, yeah. So, anyway, today was another shopping day. Kind of. Ended up going to Walmart. I mean, every time I'm off, I always go to Walmart. For some reason, or at least Walmart's always involved in the trip. This time it was just Walmart, though. But anyway, so I went to Walmart because I think my mom just needed to get some stuff. Anyway, again, I got a few things. I got an IMVU gift card again. Apparently I'm obsessed with IMVU gift card, or at least with IMVU in general. I know it seems like every shopping trip I always get one. I hate this. Anyway, yeah, it seems like every shopping trip I always get one. A gift prepaid. I think except for last time, but I already had like a bunch of creds anyway on there. Anyway, so I went there. So I went to Walmart. Got one of those. Again. Also, seems like at least every other trip, I get Pocky. I love Pocky. It's one of my favorite snacks from Japan. This is cookies and cream. Now, they do have the original chocolate, and they also have strawberry flavored. The frosting is strawberry flavored. They didn't have, at the Walmart I was at today, they didn't have the strawberry flavored. I don't think they've had that for the last few times that I've been there, but they do carry it. They do have it every so often. But they definitely have cookies and cream. I think this is my favorite out of all of the selections that they have. They also have, I think, almond covered, where it's like dipped into the chocolate and then it's sprinkled with almonds. And I think dipped in chocolate again. I'm not sure offhand. But that's really good. But this one's my favorite. I like this one. Last time I went to Walmart, or I think the time before, I found this. It's like Ocean's Halo. It's like a seaweed snack type thing. It's basically seaweed with like different, seasonings on it. This one is Maui onion. Haven't had this one before. I've only had the sea salt one. That was pretty good. So it'll be interesting to try this one with the Maui onion. That'll be interesting. I'm not a big fan of onions, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this one, since I'm not a big fan of onions anyway. But yeah, this will be interesting to try. Anyway, my thing. I don't know if you've ever heard of the movie / books 50 Shades of Grey. If you have, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of at least the movies. If you haven't seen it and you want to see it, go see it. If you don't want to see it, that's fine. You don't have to. It's got some. It's okay. It's supposedly an erotic romance novel or movie, and I guess it could be. It does have. It's more for mature audiences. Let's just say that. But anyway, I've read the books. I've seen the first movie, and I saw some of the second movie. I do have both first and second movies, but I haven't finished the second one. So, but I do plan on it at some point. So, but anyway, about the books. There's the trilogy from Anna's point of view, the main character. The 50 Shades trilogy is from her point of view. Then recently, E.L. James came out with I think like last year or something. She came out the 50 Shades told by from Christian's point of view came out, and that's called Grey. I have that book. Got it. But yeah, I got this book because I was like, oh, Grey, hey, from his point of view, why not, So I got that book. Had this one for a while. Today, while I was at Walmart, I got the second book. This will be interesting to read. I mean, I've already read the first one, so it'll be interesting to read the second one. But it's been a while since I've read Grey, so might read that one first before reading this one. Now, I think it's told. Yeah, it's told through his perspective, so just like 50 Shades was told through Anna's perspective. So this will be interesting. I don't know. I really need to stop getting books because I already have a few that I haven't finished. Like I started but never finished because life got in the way. But so yeah, I mean, I just need to stop buying books until I finish my other pile. But I can't. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to read that one. I mean, I was just walking through the book aisle in Walmart and just to see, and that book caught my eye, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get it because why not? It's gonna be interesting. Anyway, I also got like shampoo because I need and conditioner because I need shampoo and conditioner anyway. That was like a basic necessity. Now, shampoo and conditioner, and this for the shampoo and stuff. I've never used this kind before. I've used Garnier before. I've used Garnier, Suave. There was another one. Can't remember offhand what the brand name of that was. But I've used like different ones, but the whole blends. I've never used whole blends before, so this will be interesting. This one's called Honey Treasures. It's be interesting to use. So it's apparently natural. It's apparently like all natural. Oh, it's got sulfates and stuff. Oh, well, that's just the shampoo. What's the conditioner? Where's the conditioner? There it is. The conditioner. Okay, conditioner should be fine. Yeah, you don't want to use a lot of sulfates and stuff in your shampoo and stuff like that. Because you don't want to use a lot of chemicals in your hair, which I don't usually. I always try to, with me, guess split it, dead ends. With me, I usually try, if it has like, I usually try to keep it at like a minimum of how many sulfates. And this one has like 2 or 3, but I always try to have it like 1. Or I usually try to have none, but if I can't get away with it, I'd rather just have 1 or Yeah. Anyway, this will be interesting, you know? New stuff. Anyway, back to the book. I was an avid reader when I was little, so I was just like, oh my gosh, you give me a book, I would sit there and um like, you know, I would read a book in like 3 days. That's how um that's how much I love to read. But lately I haven't really been able to read a whole lot because of work. So, and just life got in the way, you know? It happens. But I mean, sometimes I just feel like reading, so I'll read. Um, but when I was younger, I would always read, I would always have 3 books going at once. And you may be thinking, Caitlin, how can you keep track of, 3 plot lines at once? And it's, my mom always asks the same, she asks that exact same thing. How can you keep track of every single book that you're reading at the current moment? And for me, that's just I mean, that's just what I did. I can't explain it. It's just how my mind works. Now, some of the books, there's one series of books that I have from Sarah Douglas, who isn't with us anymore, sadly. But she, I have a series of books from her, written by her, called Wayfarer Redemption, and they have like different plot line, like different points of view. And I'm just so like I read those. The first book in that series, it's called The Wayfarer Redemption. First book in that series, I read so many times that the front cover came off, and it's a paperback. So that's how much I love her books. I haven't read them in a while, but you know, it's it's been a while. But anyway, I would always have a book with me, and I would always be working on like 3 books at once. And so my mom was always like, well, how, what's going on in the book you're reading right now? And so I'd ask her, I'd be like, which one? Because I'm currently working on 3. And she'd be like, oh, well, the first one or something. And I'd be like, oh, well, that's kind of hard because yeah. So I'd go through and I'd be like, okay, well, this is what's happening in the first one, in this one book. And then this is what's happening in this other book. And then in the third book, this is what's happening. And I'd be able to keep track of what was going on in each book. And she'd just be like, I think she was a little amazed at how I could do that, like how I would be able to keep track of it and all. And I'm just like, that's just what I do. Now I probably could do that. It's just what with life and work and life, I've kind of slowed down in reading, which is fun. Hey, my comprehension is at a college level, I think, or maybe above. Offhand, I'm not sure. Last I checked, I think when I was younger, I think it was like when I was in 2nd or 3rd grade, or when I was in elementary school at least. My comprehension level was at college level. Like I was able to have college age comprehension. I think I was a few years ahead in regards to reading level. So like let's say, now I don't know, I can't remember if this was true or not, I'd have to ask, but let's just say I was in 2nd grade, I would be in like 2nd grade. My reading level would be at like 5th or 6th grade level. So I was, and I was reading at a very young age anyway. So I think that kind of helped with that. But like when they'd ask me to, or when I'd get like the reading lists of what I was supposed to be reading for that school year, I would, like, a lot of the stuff, like, I didn't necessarily like to read. It's just I never really read it because it's not necessarily what interested me at the time. So whenever I would get the lists, I'd be like, okay, I'll read it because I have to read it for school. So I would read it and I would do my thing, like do my little synopsis or whatever that was required. And then I'd just go back to reading whatever books that I was currently reading at the time. So, but yeah, like with me, I usually prefer reading fantasy type books and stuff like that. Biographies and historical stuff, that doesn't really interest me so much. Now that I'm writing, and one of the books that I'm working on, that I'm writing, has to do with, like, has some historical stuff that's going on in the books. So yeah, I will read up on that, but but like historical stuff and biographies and more facts, more fact-based reading, that doesn't really interest me so much. Now, if it's fiction and has some factual stuff in it, then okay, that's fine. But otherwise, no. But anyway, Darker, that book is going to be interesting. Interesting read. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, that's mine. Shopping thing. Yay! Got a book. Okay, yeah, so anyway, I will see you guys later. Hopefully I will be done with this book by that point. If not, there will be I might do a little synopsis or something afterwards, once I finish it. So yeah, I will see you guys later, and hope you all enjoy your Christmas. Hope you all get something fun and interesting. I hope I do too. So yeah, so I will see you guys later. Bye.